Yes, how to secure ourselves from these type of attacks. Validations are very, very important. I'll tell you three steps to protect yourself from SQL injection attacks. The first step, filter the parameter values. Filter parameter values. Filter the parameter values. Whatever they have mentioned, just check it out. And if it is fine, then only allow that particular parameter to your SQL statement. Validation is very, very important. Filter the parameter values. Otherwise, you are very, very, very danger. Filter the parameter values is the first one. Second one, second one. Don't grant all privileges to web-based database user. Privileges. Don't grant all privileges to web-based database user. Especially, don't grant, grant permission. Okay, that is important. Next, third one. Third one. Instead of using statement, use callable statement or stored procedures. Instead of using statement, use callable statements or stored procedures. That's also important. Use stored procedures. It's also important. Okay. Next one. These are the validations. Now coming to another important point, server hardening. What is the server hardening? I'll tell you a few points now. If you follow those few points, 90% of the times your server and your network will be secured. Let us start that particular game. So how to secure? How to secure the things? Let me tell you. Yeah. First step, first step in server hardening. Check. Just a second. I need 4 minutes. Actually, all my shares I sold out today, but share market is going very high. So actually, I'm in loss of around 5,000 today. So within 3:30, that share market will be closed. I'm doing multitasking. Just give me a minute. Let me close all the shares. Just give me a minute. Already 5,000 lost today. Okay, deal done. Closed. Yeah, yeah. Coming back to the point. Yeah. See here, server hardening here. In the server hardening, the first point is do VAPT. VAPT. VAPT means vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. You have to do this one regularly to protect. Okay. Do VAPT, vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. What do you mean by VAPT? I told you GFI LandGuard, Nessus, Nexpose, right? You have to use those vulnerability scanners and you have to scan the network and you have to find the vulnerabilities and you have to patch those vulnerabilities. After finding the vulnerabilities, patch them. Patch vulnerabilities. Patching is very, very, very important. Patching. Those vulnerability scanners will help you to patch. They'll tell you how to patch it. One more software is there, Microsoft. If you're using Microsoft products, Microsoft Baseline Security Analyzer. One software is there, Microsoft Baseline Security Analyzer. You can use this one. This also will help you to patch. Also search with the word called patch management tools. Patch management tools. Around 10 plus tools are there. So just install some of the patch management tools. SolarWinds also good one. SolarWinds also for networks. It also scan your networks and it will, if some intrusion is happening in your network, it will alert you. SolarWinds is one of the good softwares. Landesk patch manager. And so just Test all the softwares and do patch management. Patching vulnerabilities is very, very important. Third point, strong password. Yesterday we saw if your password is weak, yesterday we saw how to break it, right? You remember that one? It's within few minutes we can break the software passwords also. So just a minute, just a minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, please. Yeah, fine. Yeah. So strong password. Fourth one, guest account, guest account, and don't give admin account to all the people. Even though if your manager is asking you, don't give admin accounts. Don't give them admin accounts. Admin accounts only for you, because if someone is having the admin account, they can do a lot of nonsense activities in your computer. Just give user account. User account will be there. User account or guest account are fine. Least privileges account. Mention multiple least privileges. Okay. Fifth point, encryption. Just check what is BitLocker. This is one of the important things. BitLocker. If someone steals your laptop, they can get all your data. If someone gets into your computer, they also can get all the data. So better encrypt your hard disk. Whether if you're using your external hard disk or your pen drive or your local hard disk, encrypt with BitLocker. If you encrypt it with BitLocker, very strong encryption will be there. It takes millions of years to decrypt your data. Encryption is very, very important, especially with BitLocker. Next point, important point, firewall. Install a firewall in your server or in your local computer is also very, very important. What kind of firewall is suggested? Comodo, COMODO, Comodo firewall. It is free software. You can download this software. I'm not recommending antivirus of Comodo. Antivirus is okay, just okay. But firewall is very good one. Firewall, Comodo firewall. Firewall is also very important one. Next, after this VAPT, patch vulnerability management, strong passwords, guest account, encryption, BitLocker, firewall, and firewall closes all the unnecessary ports, but stop in your seventh point, stop unused services. Stop unused services. What do you mean by unused services? For example, if your server is serving web service, if it is sharing some websites, if you have FTP, if you're not updating FTP service application, if it is vulnerable, you're in dangerous. Okay. So if you dedicate your computer, if you dedicate your computer for web service, just go out with web services. Don't try any kind of don't run any other applications, because if you run those other applications, if they are outdated, your existing service will get some issue. So stop unused services. Eighth point, BIOS password. Set a password for your BIOS. Very, very important, because there are n number of softwares are there which can bypass your login password. I'm telling you, there are n number of softwares out there which can bypass your password. I hardly takes 5 seconds to break your laptop password. 5 seconds. Set any password, your choice. Strong password, caps, smalls, numbers, symbols, 100 characters. I can break your laptop password in 5 seconds. But if you set BIOS password, then I take 20 minutes extra time. If you follow the ninth point, hard disk password with encryption and BitLocker, then I can't do it. Let me repeat it. Set any password to your computer. I can break in 5 seconds to 20 seconds max. If you set a BIOS password, I can break in 20 minutes. If you have BIOS password, I can break in 20 minutes. If you don't believe me, then I can't show you right now how to hack password. That's not this session. It's getting recorded, okay? I already show you a lot of magics when it's not getting recorded. So now no magic show. Now only logic show. Okay. Only security we have to discuss now. Now no password breaking today. So hard disk password, set a hard disk password, point number one. Point number two, encryption. If you enable BitLocker encryption, I cannot break your computer easily, especially to your C drive or operating system installed drive. So hard disk encryption is that one. Tenth one, browser add-ons. Some websites will show you, will force you to add some sort of add-ons. Some add-ons are there like RDP. Some add-ons are there like RDP. Those add-ons will hijack your whole system. So better don't add any such type of add-ons. These are some of the important points for server hardening. Hardening means there is nothing called 100% security. It may be secure today, it may not be tomorrow, but it's hard to break into that. It's called hardening. Okay, so these are some of the points. Now it's time for Q&A. You can unmute yourself and you can ask the questions. We'll discuss those questions and we'll wind up today's session. Please go ahead with questions. You can unmute yourself and please ask the question.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sir, this is Vyamanachari.
Sir, tell me.
You are saying that whatever
Yes, sir.
password we are keeping our system, even though it is 100 characters, you simply hacked in 5 seconds. So now how? So some people are
Yes.
genius people like you. So how can we secure our system, sir? Can you explain, sir?
Yeah, I told you 10 points,
Okay,
right?
okay.
I gave you server hardening 10 points.
So
If you follow those 10 points, it will be secured.
again, even though it will take 20 minutes, yes, sir.
No, no, no. If you use BitLocker,
Okay,
I cannot break. Only thing is, if you use BitLocker, I cannot break.
okay, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, if you use BitLocker, I take at least 1 million years.
Okay, okay.
Is spoofing enough for hiding while hacking? No, it's spoofing is different. Masking is different. You have to mask as well as Varun Kumar. You will get caught at social engineering. When you change your university marks, whose marks generally you change? Whose marks generally you change your marks or your friend's marks? So if there is any, I told you one of the points is backup. If you see the previous one of the things is backup. Backup is very, very important. Backup with hashing. Backup with hashing is very, very important. Varun Kumar. So all the participants, please add this as your 11th point. I think I forgot to mention this point. Backup with hashing is very, very important. If you use this one, even if some ransomware attacked your computer, even if some ransomware attacked your computer, you can come back with your backup. Backup with hash and multiple backups at multiple locations, and very importantly, offline backup. This is important point. Okay. For example, if one of your students get into your database, if he changes his marks from backup, you can validate it. If you don't need to check each and everything, just check the hashes. If any hash compare the hashes, it hardly takes 2 minutes to compute the hash. Multiple backups, place them at multiple locations. Say example, Google Drive, Amazon Web Services, Box.net, your DigitalOcean. You place at some locations, multiple locations, and offline backup is also important because if something happened to those servers, then your offline backup will help you. Okay, this 11th point is also important point. Yes, please. Next question. Some more changing passwords. Thank you. We'll have more sessions surely. Students are changing passwords even if they are not in student account. Yes, Jagadish. Sir, Jagadish, sir, actually students will change. Let them do it. When students are doing it, let them do it. They're learning actually. Let them do it. Give them a lot of challenges. See, hacking is a kind of game. Sometimes we will win, sometimes your competitor will win. When students are doing a lot of things, let them do it, and you give them a hard challenge. Now you go this level, you got these 11 points, right? If you enable this BitLocker, and if you don't grant admin account to the students, then they cannot change generally. Okay, let them do whatever they want to do it. Can Tamil Rockers similar websites be found? If no, why not? Actually, Tamil Rockers is not just new one. Once upon a time, there was a website called telugunagar.com. Like right now, Tamil Rockers and Tamil movies, what they're doing. Once upon a time, telugunagar.com also did the same. At the time, 100% movie was released. 100% movie. Oh no, 100% love. Naga Chaitanya's movie. This particular production team, they asked me one thing to stop that telugunagar.com website for few days. I could able to track those guys. I could able to track those guys, but nobody heard about it in 2011, almost 9 years back, 7, 8, 9 years back. Okay, so they didn't took immediate action. So I gave up this particular thing. Right now, it's not that much easy to track them. They learned a lot of things. They learned a lot of things. It's not that much easy to track them right now because they are behind a lot of multiple VPNs. So I did a DOS attacks on telugunagar.com because they have uploaded this 100% love movie uh, by capturing from a theater. They uploaded it. I did a DOS attacks on that telugunagar.com. I stopped it. But right now, at that time, police were not active when I gave that session. Right now, it's not that much easy to track from where the origin all this coming because they are using multiple VPNs, not just one or two things. Apart from session question, is there how to track mobile numbers while students are doing message
Sir,
boundaries?
hello.
Yeah, Arun Kumar. Yes, madam.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, madam.
So
Ask.
whenever mobile is stolen, sir, never will get back. So even after giving the police station complaint and also,
Yeah,
so we don't
police
have any
don't care
security.
about. Yeah, police don't care about your mobile phones because they have a number of issues. If you're because a government actually 2 years back, for every case, government is in I mean investing almost 8,000 rupees to solve those. So if your mobile, obviously it will be second-hand mobile. If it is less than that cost, they don't care about it. Obviously, they take complaint, but they don't verify. How the people are verifying it? Actually, there is a thing called IMEI, which can be changed. Actually, IMEI can be changed if bootloader is unlocked. So what right now what they are doing is they will send your IMEI number to all the network providers like Airtel, Idea, BSNL, Vodafone. Idea, Vodafone, same. So they'll send to all these people. If they send so and so particular SIM card is activated through in that particular mobile, then police will get alert. Then they'll send you the information. Actually, few points are there, madam. Here we have to notice. Remember this particular point. See, 1 second. 1 second. Let me show you one website. If you upload your invoice number with IMEI number, invoice thing and IMEI number, you may have some chances to get back. Note this website, ceir.gov.in. But chances are very less. Chances are very, very less. If you have invoice for your purchased mobile and with your IMEI number, upload stolen mobile. Okay, just go here, enter the form, upload your invoice. You have some chances. If someone is using your mobile without changing IMEI number, then you have the chance to get back. Otherwise, no chance. Okay. ceir.gov.in. Are these intruders always Linux-based OS and their own scripts? Not Kirit Joshi. Not every time. It depends upon the script. The same script what you're running in Linux, if it is Python, you can run in Windows also, most of the scripts. Whatever you run in Windows, you may not run in Linux. Whatever you run in Linux may not run in Windows. Depends upon the target. If it is fine with Windows, go ahead with Windows. If it is fine with Linux, go ahead with Linux. It depends upon the target, what kind of tools are available. If tool is not available, then we have to code it. When there are tons of apps to access our personal data, is there good apps to protect us from all these? Yeah, there are a number of things are there. Firewall, I told you. Firewall is very, very important. How to crack a PC password? No, the topic is not today. Kindly tell about
Yes,
it.
sir. Because we after we cannot track only keep the track of the mobile.
It's not in your hands, madam. Sushma, madam. Tracking is not in your hands. Of course, there are some sort of tools, applications are there. Just search with the word called SIM change alert in Play Store. Just open SIM change alert in Play Store. You can find SIM change alert. These type of applications are there. But if the person who steal your mobile formats your phone, then it's not that much easy to get back your phone. If he changes your IMEI number, 100% you cannot get back your phone. 90% of the cases, it's not that much easy to change IMEI number for latest smartphones. It's not that much easy for iPhone, especially. Okay, for latest iPhone, it's not that much easy to change IMEI number. So if you if the person who steal your mobile uses the same IMEI number, then you have some chance to get back, but very, very less chances. Okay, raise the police complaint. Just upload the police complaint information here. You may have the chance to get back. Some chance is there. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
How to safeguard our Wi-Fi? Any tools, please? Wi-Fi generally uses five different type of things. Five different type of authentications are there. One is called as OpenAuth. OpenAuth. In OpenAuth, there is again two types of filtrations will be there. IP filter or MAC filter. These are filters. Okay. MAC filter and IP filters. In OpenAuth, next layer of security will be there. Like there will be web application where where you have to enter your username and password to log in. This is one kind of authentication for Wi-Fi. Second one is WEP. If someone uses WEP, it hardly takes 7 minutes to break the password. Third one is WPA. Fourth one WPA3, WPA2, and WPA3. Fifth one WPS. See, WEP is 100% unsecured. Within 7 minutes, we can break the password, whatever the password it is. WPA2, WPA3, WPA, these three are secure to some extent based upon the password. If you have strong password, caps, smalls, numbers, symbols, which is not a dictionary word, which is not a personal life word, which is a unique password, then it's not that much easy to break these passwords. But still, you can perform DAuth attacks. What is the word? DAuth attacks, a kind of DOS attack. You can perform DAuth attacks on Wi-Fi networks, whatever the password they set. It's a category of DOS attacks, denial of service attacks. That can be performed. If they have enabled WPS within 24 hours, we can break the password. Reaver is a software, REAVER. REAVER is a software you can use to break these passwords. And the base software to break all these things are AirCrack minus NG tool. This is a basic base tool for cracking all these things. If you have strong password for your Wi-Fi, it's not that much easy to do it. It takes a lot of time. AirCrack minus NG. As a beginner is a place where we can practice pen testing tools. Yes, do one thing. Just search with the word called metasploitable. Metasploitable. They'll give you some vulnerable applications and vulnerable servers you can practice here. Point number one. Point number two, Juice Shop. Juice Shop is the second one. Here also you can try in your local host. Next one, hack this site.org. Here also you can try hack this site.org. In this website also you can try. You can test your skills. Next website, hackthebox.eu. This is very good one, hackthebox.eu. In these places, you can test a number of things out there. ctf.live, ctf.live. These places you can test your hacking skills. Juice shop, same way. One second. Same way you can also try damn vulnerable web application. EVWA. Damn vulnerable web application. EVWA. Let me zoom all these URLs now. This is the first one, very good one. This one, very famous one. Next one, ctf.live. Next one, hackthebox.eu. Fantastic one. Next one, hackthisSite.org. Next one, try with Juice Shop. Next one, Metasploitable. These softwares you can try. You can unmute yourself and you can ask the questions, please. We have 5 minutes, last 5 minutes. Tell about the BitLocker. BitLocker, it will be there for few versions of Windows operating systems. Few versions of Windows operating system will be there. Just go to the drive, right click, go to properties. In security, you can enable it. Otherwise, in control panel also you can find it. Goes with the word called BitLocker. You forgot this one. It's not for all the versions of Windows. It's only for professional and ultimate editions of Windows. It will be available. So just search for the BitLocker. It will encrypt. One of the fantastic encryption softwares. If you forgot the tool, you lost the data. It is there for Windows 7 also, Windows 8, 8.1 also it is there. But only for professional, ultimate, and few versions only, not for all the versions. Okay, next question. Please unmute yourself and please ask the question.
Sir,
My
for
mail ID is Sai
encryption,
Satish at indianservers.com.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
sir,
madam.
for BitLocking, for
Yes,
encryption,
sir.
which algorithms they use it?
They are using AES, madam, for this one.
Yes, symmetric key encryption.
Yeah, AES algorithm.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, one more question.
Yes,
If
sir.
the laptop,
Last 2 minutes, please speak.
if the laptop is connected to the internet, then can we take laptop or PC?
If that laptop operating system have any kind of vulnerabilities, if that laptop is having any kind of vulnerabilities, then only we can hack into that laptop. Otherwise, we cannot hack. Here, if you want to get into any computer in the world, 2 points are important point I'm telling you. If you want to
Okay.
get into any computer in the world, we have only two options. Only two
Okay.
options we have. The first
Okay.
option is using Trojan. The second option is using exploit. You can exploits will work only if there is vulnerability in that particular computer. If there is no vulnerability, you cannot hack. If there is no vulnerability, you cannot hack. Only two options we have to get into any computer in the world. The first option is using Trojan. The second option is using exploits. And please don't forget to follow me in LinkedIn. You can search with my name called Sai Satish in LinkedIn. You can follow me in LinkedIn. I'm there in Insta as well as in Facebook. Any last question? Already following. Thank you, Kishore ji.
Sir, you written a book now. First day you
Yes,
told
sir.
whether
Open secret.
it is very easy to learn, sir, because we are all, I'm a non-computer. Okay,
Okay.
I'm going to order that. Whether
Now people are selling my book for 1,000 rupees, sir. They bought for 250 rupees and they're
okay.
selling. Right now it's out of stock, sir. It is
Oh,
out of stock. People are selling for 1,000 rupees this book.
Okay, okay. Then they want to get permission from me. No, next edition means you want to.
We're not releasing, sir. We stopped this hacking secrets because we released in 2013. Almost
Okay,
7-8 years have gone. So in the
Okay.
7-8 years, a lot of changes happened.
Mhm.
So those changes are not updated. Have not released the latest version of this.
Okay, okay.
So 2013 version is only right now available. 2012, in fact, it's only that option. But still, 70 to 80% is the contents, or you can work at any time.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay,
do
sir.
one thing. Where are you from, sir?
No, I'm working in Hosur. Yesterday I told my Hosur Adhiyam Engineering College.
Hosur. Okay, Hosur. You can find second-hand markets, sir, at Hosur also.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Hosur also can find in second-hand market.
Okay, sir.
Facebook.
Okay.
Yes, Facebook link also I'll share. It's my Facebook page. Let me share this. Yes, any last question, please? Please unmute yourself and ask the question. Okay, thank you. Thank you all participants for joining us today's session. Madam, shall we wind up today's session?
Okay, sir. Thank you very much for your wonderful presentation, sir. Thank you very much for coming and taking these sessions and all.
Welcome,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you all participants for joining. See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. So, okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Hello. Hello, sir.
துரைமுருகன் சார்
சொல்லுங்க மேம்.
ஃபீட்பேக் லிங்க் போட்டிங்களா?
போட்டாச்சு மேம், போட்டாச்சு.
சரி, ஓகே. Participants, tomorrow last session will be recording the feedback. You have to give the feedback, and finally we will be having the test.